on now. We're going to move on to principle 2, and that's having a positive learning environment. So now I'd like to review some of the strategies for principle 2. Some of these include spend time with your child. Children love attention from their caregivers, their parents, so when they come home from school, ask them about their day, spend time with them. Oftentimes, it's not about quantity, it's more quality time. So 10 minutes of your undivided attention goes a long way. At that point, if you need to go do dinner or cook, let them know. Continue with the puzzle. Mom has to go in and cook dinner. Likewise, speak nicely. Always when you're speaking with your children, you want to model the behavior that you'd like to see in them. So use a calm voice, speak with respect. Chat and listen often is one of the next strategies. Children love to tell parents about their day. So one of the habits I got into when my kids were younger, when they came home from school, I'd say, let's open your backpack and take a look. And that's a great opportunity for them to share what they've learned that day, maybe show you some of their schoolwork, drawings, and so forth. Likewise, share your own experiences. Children love to hear stories, and stories maybe from your own childhood. And this helps them understand some of their family history, which is another benefit. So definitely share some of your own personal stories. The next strategy, be affectionate. So in this room, I know many of you mentioned that you have young children between 4 and 8 years old. Kids at this age love hugs, kisses, maybe a pat on the back. When your kids are maybe laying down, rub their back. Any kind of physical contact, children love that and they crave that attention. The next strategy is descriptive praise. So I know we talked earlier about praise, and I heard you give some great examples of how you say to your children, good job or well done. When we talk about descriptive praise, it's very specific. So for example, I might say, Ava, I love how you read that book to your sister without me even asking. Your sister listened to every word and she loves it when you read books to her. This let Ava know exactly what she did that I liked. She read a book to her younger sister. So that's what we mean by descriptive praise. You're very specific in the praise that you give so they know exactly what they did right. The next strategy, give your child attention. So by this we mean, we've talked about watching your children. Children love to be watched. Maybe they're playing a sport. Maybe they're working on a puzzle. Simply observing your child and being in the vicinity is something that they love and appreciate. Reading to them, asking them about their day. Kids love attention. So definitely one of the tenets of positive parenting is to give that attention in a positive way. When we talk about incidental teaching, the next strategy, oftentimes your child will come up to you. Maybe you're in the kitchen cooking and they come up and tug at you and want to show you something. So for an example, my son came up and said, Mom, I want you to see something. And what he shared was a piece of art that he created at school that day. And I said, oh, this is a great opportunity to give your child attention and praise and learn about what they did. So I said to my son, Chris, what is this? And he said, oh, we made a page of the newspaper called US Today. And he went on to explain the article he wrote. This is a great opportunity for you as a parent, A, to praise your child, to look at some of their schoolwork, but B, you might also use this as an opportunity to talk about newspapers or the media or how you love to read and so forth. So when your child comes to you and asks a question, it's a perfect opportunity to just take a pause, take a time out, give that child one-on-one attention because they're craving it, and use it to teach. And the final strategy that's listed here is get involved in your child's school. And by you being here tonight at Valley Elementary, you're definitely involved in your child's school. So If you have a chance, spend some time in the classroom. Children, especially when they're in elementary school, typically love when their parents volunteer. Maybe there's a class party or a special occasion that you can be in the classroom. But even if you're not there physically in the classroom, you know, definitely keep an eye on school websites or maybe correspond with the teacher, particularly if you ever have any concerns or questions. Teachers are usually very open about communication and love to hear from parents. So these are some wonderful strategies that we can use. Are there any questions at this point on any of these strategies?
Yes, please.
Yeah. What if my child is not affectionate?
Okay, great. For those of you who couldn't hear, she asked, what if my child is not affectionate? Thank you for that question. So, definitely, you know, some kids don't like to be touched as much as others. So, in that situation, I would say you can still give your children lots of attention, but maybe wink at them, give them a thumbs up, a high five. Just knowing that they're watching you, that makes them feel very good about themselves. And certainly as kids get older, my boys are now teenagers. At that point, they don't want, especially in public, to receive affection. But for example, when my son is playing sports, whenever he makes a goal, the first thing he does is he looks for me in the audience. And when we make eye contact, I smile and he lights up. So I would say some kids are not affectionate, but you can find lots of other ways to give them attention.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. So.